Hello everyone and welcome back to another video. It feels really weird to say that because I haven't filmed since November of 2025 and I'm really sorry about that. I had planned to film a video, or actually I did film a video in March, like a new flip through, and then I just hated it so much and I didn't post it. So yeah, I'm sorry about that, but here we are to do an update because as you can see, if you watched my previous video from November, then you will see that there are now 2 planners instead of 1. Typically for me, 1 planner is more than enough and using 2 kind of just confuses me, but for some reason this has been working really well. Also, it is kind of like Techo Kaigi season right now, and I had thought that I would do like an updated Techo Kaigi or mid-year Techo Kaigi to give an update on like my journal and my weeks and my TN and things like that, but I don't know, so many things have been abandoned. I kind of don't want to like go into it. I guess I can just give you a quick recap. I'll show you my journal. This is my journal, the A6. I still don't want to show anything. That is, I guess, I can show you the fluffiness because it has gotten pretty thick. But yeah, like in my other Techo Kaigi for 2026 video, I was like, oh yeah, I'm gonna totally like share so much from this, and I'm just gonna have my little memo pad in the back and that's gonna have all the personal private stuff. Yeah, that did not end up happening. This is all personal, so I will not be sharing it, but I can tell you that I have been using it almost every day and it's working really, really great. So that is that. And then my weeks, I did use it as like a health log, so for migraines and stuff, like I would track my migraines and medication. And I also, I don't know if I've posted like any of this stuff, but yeah, I used it the same way that I used my weeks last year, and then I stopped using it in April and abandoned it because like the most important thing that I was doing in here was the monthly like tracking of headaches and medication and stuff, and I now do that on my monthly calendar in my planner. So this just didn't feel necessary anymore. So that was abandoned. And then the travelers, I just didn't really use it very much. So I just put it away. I no longer even have it available to me. So yeah, that is the update. Now let us get into my planners. We can start with my main planner, which is my personal. Personal is still my favorite size. I think I have been very intrigued by pocket size because it's so cute and small and portable, but I did use pocket size in 2024 and it honestly didn't work super well for me. But that being said, at the time I was using a Finsbury that didn't lay flat. It had bigger rings. It was difficult to write in on the left-hand side. Now I'm using something different, so we'll kind of see. But anyway, this is a Filofax Calipso. Oh my god. Okay, my dog just went crazy. I'm so sorry. If there are weird cuts, it's because my dog is like really reactive and barks at things. So, barks at noises. Anyway, let me redo. This is the Filofax Calipso compact organizer. Sorry, you can hear my dog walking around. And so this has 15mm rings. It is, because it's a compact, so it only fits this much. And yeah, I really like it. The only thing I don't like about this cover is the pen loop. So my pen fits in there fine, but it's like on the inside, so when I try to close it, it just doesn't close. And then I can like do that and then close it, and it's very tight, but it closes. But then when I open it, it'll like open my pages because the dividers get stuck under the pen. So I just don't like to use that pen loop, and I've been just doing this instead, and that works. So yeah, I got this cover on eBay because they don't make it anymore. But so far I've been really, really liking it. Okay, so let's get into the actual stuff that's in here. I have a picture of my dog. If you're wondering who is causing all the commotion here, that is what he looks like. He's adorable. I have just some stickers. I have these like photo pages that I have made for myself, inspired by the ones from Lindsey Scribbles. Hers are great. For me though, it's just that her grid is so tiny because she has really small handwriting. I just need bigger grid, so I decided to make them lined on the back. Also, I have the, what is it called? The Polaroid high print printer. And so I wanted to make these squares exactly fit those photo prints, I guess. Unfortunately, I made some kind of mistake, so they're actually like a little too small, but I can still use these and then I'll just redo them. Okay, so I have just a clear dashboard from Randi.plans. This acetate is from Peanutsplannerco, and these sticky notes are from my Patreon. They're freebies for 2026. Just check off calendars. I always like to have those. I have the yearly overview from Plan with B. And then my dividers are just the cream dividers from Filofax, the clear ones. And I just use my label maker to label them. And I love how that looks. It's so like old school looking, and I really like that. Okay, so we have some sticky notes here, lots of sticky notes. So I made these for myself. These are these like really cute fruit sticky notes. I'm obsessed with them. Like, I don't know. I also have them here. I've printed them on like every color sticky note because I just think they're the cutest thing ever. These will be available as a freebie at some point in August, so look out for those if you are interested. On my Patreon, oh, I guess I should say that, so updates, if you don't follow me on Instagram and you've only watched my previous videos, I do still have my Patreon. I still have free content on there, but I also have a paid tier. The kind of perks have sort of changed a little bit throughout the year, but as of right now, the perks on the paid tier are only for personal size, and they are to get all of my dated inserts that I use. So all of this you will get for each month. So it has like monthly, weeklies, and dailies, trackers, etc. I'll go through that. And otherwise, I have a bunch of freebies still. So if you want to access all of that, you just have to become a free member. And if you use personal size and you're interested in all of the other inserts that you can get on there, you can join that tier as well. I will have everything linked below. So yeah, this is actually printable from Peanutsplannerco, and this is in just a little sticky note from the Coffee Monsters Co. I just have some online orders on there and some, this is just like a key for my calendar. And this acetate is also Peanutsplannerco. Okay, so these are my monthlies. I am quickly going to just go through, and because I should have done this already, but I haven't done it, I'm going to quickly go through, cover things up, and I will be right back. Okay, so I've now gone through and covered up some things, so let's get into the rest of this flip through. So this is just a dashboard for the month. I have these for every single month. This year we're doing Zodiac, which is really fun, and this is a freebie. But this whole bundle also comes with a dashboard because I just wanted it to be kind of all in one. So there's like an inbox that has kind of like 25% through 100%, so you can kind of it's kind of almost like projects. Like you can start working on something. Like what I use this for basically is bigger things that kind of take longer to finish. But I've also written like check email, which takes like 5 seconds. Okay, I don't know. I guess you can use this in different ways, but but yeah, there's an inbox. There is a little this month section that has to-do list and highlights. And then there's an extra spend log, which I use to basically just mark anytime I spend money that is like not necessary, let's say, or like I spend money on stationery or I buy something that's really expensive. I like to just track it here. I don't put groceries or bills or anything like that, but anything else pretty much. And I like to do a sticker whenever I spend and then write whatever it is. This is supposed to be a no spend month, by the way. And yesterday I just had this like, I don't know, I just needed to buy the Uni 1P clear limited edition pen. And I found it on eBay and I bought it. And then I was like, oh my God, but I'm on a low buy. So I tried to cancel it and I don't know if it's canceled. So we'll see if I end up with that pen or not. I don't know. Mood log, tracker, like habit tracker, and then you get the monthly. So this is the same monthly that is in the freebie, like month on 2 page for 2026. But it's just 1 month because that's kind of my current thing is I like having just a month at a time because like the further I get into the year, the least interested I am in like old monthlies. They just feel like clutter to me. So this is kind of my new thing. And I've been loving my monthlies. I think they work really, really well. Oh, by the way, I have a key on here for migraines. Like I said, this is how I track migraines now. On the file on Patreon, it's not going to have that key. It's just going to be blank. Just FYI. Yeah, and then weeklies look like this. So just a week on 1 page with a grid on the bottom. It's very simple, but I have really been liking this. It's been working well for me. Yeah. So you get all of the weeklies and then the dailies. So, yeah, these are a little bit different from the ones in my previous video, but it's sort of similar-ish. If you follow my Instagram, you've already seen this, but basically, I have a section for like all-day events or important things, weather tracking, tasks, schedule, and then a little notes section on the bottom, and a mini calendar. And then I put kind of like things like this in there. This is the one from Lindsey, and the grid is really small. I don't know if you can see, but I basically skip, like I'll write in the square and then on the line, in the square, on the line, in the square, on the line, because otherwise it's too crammed for me. And then this is the one that I made for myself. As you can see, it's a little too short. The picture like is exactly at the end. So I measured it a little bit wrong, but yeah, so those are the dailies and I really like them. And then at the end, there's like a next month page, so you can kind of plan a little bit ahead. Okay, now we have my notes section. These are just some measurements for the inserts that I make, or the sizes that I make inserts for, the planners I make inserts for. And this note paper is a freebie as well. It's just really plain, like blue lined with a red grid. Or red margin, sorry. I just love how this looks. I also, of course, because I'm obsessed with my fruits, I had to make some fruit notes pages. I mean, I think these are so cute. Yeah, obsessed. So, have a bunch of those. And then we get into my trackers. So I just have some notes again. This is my like headache log. I have a lot of headaches. I struggle from migraines. So I do like to just mark, even though I mark this on my monthly, I also like to just put a sticker for like any day I have any type of headache. Because on my monthly, I do a little bit more in-depth, like, you know, my pain level and like what type of headache was it and did I take medication or not and things like that. But this is just purely, did I have a headache, yes or no? And as you can see, I have a lot of headaches. Then I have an RX tracker because I need to just make sure I don't take too many doses of my medication. Then I have a weight log and stuff and a doctor's visits, so I'm just gonna skip over that. And then I have my 365-day check off, which I can actually check off for today. This is also a freebie. Obviously this is Hobonichi's design, it is not my design, but I have made freebies that are like adjusted, or not adjusted, what's the word? Like I have just made the A5, A6, and weeks size file from Hobonichi fit into the, you know, into A5, A6, personal, pocket, and FCC, so that we can have these in our planners. So you can also get that on my Patreon. Social media stats, movies and TV shows I've watched this year, and then my bingo, which we have crossed out a lot of things on here actually. Then I have my lists. I have my packing list still, wish list, things I want to add to my planner, things I've been loving, and then I have a little bookmark here just to mark like these previous pages are note or lists that have like a printed title, and then these other ones are notes that lists that I have made myself. So home workout, shopping lists, things that people have recommended to me, stickers, yeah. And then we have my dog section again. I'm also gonna just skip over that because it has like insurance numbers and things, so I'm just gonna skip ahead. And then my miscellaneous, which I have the Filofax map, which is always fun. I printed some Sudoku out as well. I found these on like a Sudoku generator, and I think some of them are wrong. Like either I'm just terrible at Sudoku, but like this one ended up being wrong. This one, there's a mistake. Like, I don't know. Maybe I just suck at Sudoku. Yeah, I shouldn't blame it on the... But like, this one just doesn't make any sense. It just, okay, anyway, moving on. And then I just have my stickers in here. All these dot ones I use for the trackers, various trackers, and then these are just other fun ones. And then I have a page lifter, and then this zipper here. In here I just have, it's kind of a tight fit. I'm not gonna actually get in there, but I don't know if you can see that. There are like pink sticky notes. Those are the rest of the year's sticky notes, like the checkoff sticky notes. Oh my god. And that's it. That is it for my main planner, and I have been loving it so much. So now let's get into my pocket. Okay, so now getting into my pocket rings. This is basically just like a supplement planner that I'm using for spending, shopping lists, and like food related things. I've kind of started logging my food because my diet has been really unhealthy, like just gonna be honest. So I'm trying to be better, and what better way to do that than to sort of bring my hobby into it to make it more exciting. So this is a Holborn. I will say again with the pen loop on this, I'm just doing that because it's easier. Yeah, this is a brown. I don't know if you can even see that, but like you can see it kind of here. Yeah, it's a very dark brown. Also, it does not lay flat, which is not my favorite. Apparently it's supposed to lay flat like with a lot of use or something, but I don't know. I don't have high hopes, but anyway. I have sticky notes. I have this. I used to always have this in my planner, so I decided to put it back in here. I also have this cute little thing from the Coffee Monsterz Co. Same acetate from Peanutsplannerco. This I made myself. I think I'm gonna make these for 2027 with this style because I think it's really cute. And then the dividers are kind of set up the same as in my planner. So I used the dividers that came with this planner and then just laminated, or sorry, I didn't laminate. I labeled them with my label maker. So in my plan section, I have monthlies from August through December, just for fun really, because I don't really need it, but yeah. And then I'm using the weekly inserts that came with this planner as well as like meal planning or dinner planning, because I don't know, for me, dinner planning and then what I actually eat for dinner are two completely different things. But I still think it's important to have an intention and plan for something. So I put a check mark if I actually ate that thing for dinner. And yeah, I've just put August through September in here for now. Then we have my log section, which has my, this is like what I actually had, right? So I can actually fill in what I had. So for breakfast today, I had granola and yogurt. And for lunch, I had a whole wheat scone, coffee, and orange juice. And by the way, I know this is not necessarily like the epitome of health. I'm just trying to be better, okay? Please don't judge anything in here. I would appreciate it. Anyways, so yeah, basically the date, a little rating. Did I have my macronutrients balanced? I don't know, can you see that? Carbs, protein, fat, and then enough water and vitamins. And then it's just like breakfast, lunch, dinner, snack. And it's been working fine. It's just that the rating thing, I don't really like it. So starting August 8th, I changed it. So now up top, it just says enough water and vitamins, and then I just have more space to write, because I think that's more important for me right now, is really just logging what I'm eating and not necessarily like rating it. So that is that. Then we have my food section. So I just have this adorable fruit. As you can tell by this point, I absolutely love these fruit illustrations. I think they're so cute. By the way, I did not draw these. This is a stock illustration that I'm using. Yes, I made these inserts for myself, grocery staples. I don't know, I really like this. And it says breakfast, lunch, dinner, snack, and I can kind of check off the category. Foods to try. I am a very picky eater, so trying new foods is sometimes hard. Foods to avoid, because I have migraines a lot. Some things like aspartame, for example, can really trigger migraines for me. So just writing down things that have in the past triggered my migraines or just made me feel ill for whatever reason. So yeah, healthier snacks, because I tend to eat too many unhealthy snacks. So sometimes maybe I could just have some rice cakes with peanut butter. Maybe that's better than eating a bunch of chocolate, you know? By the way, I'm not demonizing junk food or chocolate or anything. Like, I absolutely still eat it. I ate it yesterday, okay? I ate chocolate yesterday. It's just, my awareness around what I'm eating has been so, like, non-existent. So that's basically what I'm trying to do. Anyway, I feel a little bit vulnerable sharing, like, food-related things, because I know it can be a little bit of a touchy subject. So please bear with me, and yeah, that's all. I have these food review because I thought that would be kind of fun, so just been doing that. I have, like, I put together these little, like, it's kind of like information about carbs, protein, fat, vitamins, minerals, and amino acids, just because, again, my awareness is not great. So yeah, it's helpful to have. And again, my fruit dashboard on the back. Then we have my spend section, and I'm just gonna skip here. So spending log, basically I'm just writing down kind of on the go or as I'm coming home or something after spending on something, I'll just write it down, and then I actually log my spending on Notion, but I've been really bad at keeping up with it because I keep kind of like postponing it, and then it just is too much for me to update at once, and it feels like such a chore because I have to look at my bank app on my phone and scroll and like what was the last thing I logged, and it's just been hard, honestly. So I think this will be easier for me because then I can just check it off. It's pretty much the same thing, but this just makes it easier for me. I don't know. I also have some to buy inserts, which are just anything that aren't groceries. And then I have shopping lists, which basically the idea is I can just take this with me to the grocery store and then put it back after. Yeah, and then I have notes, more acetate, just some different notes from Filofax, and then I also printed some of these notes in here too. And then I do have another divider that says miscellaneous, but there's nothing in there other than this Traveler's Company folder pocket thing. It's really just serving as a page lifter. Right now I have nothing in there, but it's like slippery enough that it like, I don't know if you can see that. It works as a page lifter. Like my pages don't get caught on the back here. So yeah, I have nothing in the back pocket, by the way. So this has been working great. I'm really happy with it. And as of now, I don't feel like it's redundant. Like typically when I use more than one planner, I end up putting the same things in both of them, and then I get really confused as to like which one has the most updated information, and it just ends up being really like chaotic for me. But because this has very different information than my planner, it sort of works. Obviously this one does have the monthlies in it, but that's fine. My planner will always have the most updated monthlies anyway. So yeah, I'm just gonna zoom out. Let's see. Okay, whoop, sorry, my camera's shaking. Okay, so that is my whole video update for today. I hope you enjoyed watching this. Please check my description for any links to freebies and things like that. And other than that, I hope you have a wonderful rest of your week, and maybe I will see you in my next video. Bye!